Technology has always shaped the face of modern warfare, but for the sniper, these technological advances now come with unprecedented speed.
For hundreds of years, a well-made rifle with effective sights and a lot of practice have gone a long way on the battlefield. But what has happened here in the last generation, you've seen computers and satellite technology come into play.
The technological advances have really increased the effectiveness of the sniper.
Equipment that's available now wasn't even thought of 10 years ago.
From lasers to night vision, the tools snipers are currently trained to use make them faster and more lethal.
Getting those and getting re-familiar with stuff that you didn't grow up using in a section, and now you as a team leader, I have to be proficient enough to train my men on the system capabilities and stuff like that.
Some of our younger students that come through the course are more technologically savvy than some of the instructors.
We're producing smarter snipers as far as being able to utilize the technology and apply it to our job function.
These technological advances continue to give Army snipers the edge over the opposition. And perhaps the most significant technological revolution has been the development and refinement of night vision. It allows snipers to observe the enemy while remaining concealed in the darkness and maintain the ability to eliminate targets if necessary.
90% of the missions we do, revolve around nighttime. With limited capabilities, we're no good. Like, we can do a job, but we can be a whole lot better with the advancement of thermals and night vision.
The modern Army sniper generally employs two types of night vision optics. The older of the two is the PVS-10, and although it represents technology of the past, it's still in use throughout the sniping community today.
A lot of units still have them. I know I had them in my unit. They're heavy. They are getting old, and there's problems with them. One of the most recent ones that we have would be the PVS-26 or the PVS-29 now. They've changed the name for it. It mounts in front of your day optic, so you don't need to re-zero your rifle.
The PVS-29 uses third-generation night vision to give snipers a crystal clear view out to several hundred meters, even on near moonless nights. The greatest advantage of the new system is that it is lightweight and can be easily carried by a sniper and added in front of his day scope.
The PVS-26 has greatly increased a sniper's night capability.
You can have it in your rucksack, pull it out while you're out on mission, slap it down in front of your scope, and you're good.
While technology has greatly increased a sniper's ability to see his enemy in any light condition, new developments are also helping snipers determine the exact distance to the threat. For most of the 20th century, the technique for determining the distance to the target has been the mil-dot relation formula.
First column is going to be the target number, okay?
Reference points within a scope are used together with a complex formula to estimate the distance to the target.
Go ahead and write it down for your eyes. I want you to go ahead and look through your scope, then look at it with your naked eye and determine the range of that target, okay?
While this is still a skill that every sniper must master, it is a time-consuming process.
And get the range of that target.
And to help speed it up, the snipers today have a tool that can help give an accurate range to a target in under a second.
What we have here is the AN-PSQ-23 Storm, a weapon-mountable laser rangefinder. It contains 5 different lasers on it.
From visible laser to invisible floodlights, it also actually has a rangefinder function on it.
Just another tool in their bag to be able to accurately estimate the range to their targets without having to use the basic mil relation formula.
Throw so many more capabilities into one tool, which is very helpful.
Although we can range estimate with the mil-dot relation, this is a very essential piece of equipment.
Just looking through our optic, we zero it to it, hit the button, tells us the range.
It enhances their abilities to immediately identify a target, immediately know the range to the target, and identify at that point in time whether or not they can make that engagement.
Go to the next target.
While the laser rangefinder can help the sniper determine the distance to the target, there are still many variables such as wind speed, temperature, humidity, altitude, and even the rotation of the Earth that must be calculated to make long-range shots. These complex calculations can take months of training to fully understand and minutes of calculations in the field to figure out the correct scope adjustments to make a shot.
Send it.
Today, snipers can utilize software on any PDA to solve these problems in seconds.
Basically, the snipers will have a calculator or a ballistic computer. Now, in the ballistic computer, you will actually have a program that actually gives you a spot to plug in the size of the target and what you estimate the meal, and then all you have to do is hit done, and it already gives you a hold. It tells you the distance and it gives you a hold for the target.
These ballistic calculators can compute all known variables into what is called a firing solution.
That's really been a turning point in the sniper community, because now basically the sniper can sit down and have a ballistic computer, no matter what environment he's working in. The questions that he would ask before, or maybe have to know off the top of his head, he can just reference back to his computer now, and it basically makes your average sniper a great sniper at this point.
Another valuable asset to the Army sniper is the ability to record their observations using specialized digital cameras.
As far as a sniper and doing reconnaissance and things like that, it's the best.
Every soldier has the capability to bring back information that can help in strategy, can help in tactics. With this camera, if he sees something of interest, he just takes it out of his pouch, clicks the photograph, puts it back in the pouch.
Because instead of having to do a sketch, it makes it a lot easier to, take a picture. It's worth, 1,000 words.
After you take a photograph, you can put up to 16 seconds of audio on each photograph, rather than having to take notes. It can integrate directly into their long-range spotting scopes and be able to read license plates out to a couple of thousand meters. The camera integrates with laser rangefinders so that we can tell the distance of the object.
And nowadays, what we're able to do is actually take a picture. We'll have a computer out there, put it on the computer, put notes on there that we need to put on there, like, hey, this guy's, a bad guy, for instance, and we can actually send it back through the radio so the commanders that are back there can actually see the photo and be like, oh, this is who we're looking for, go ahead and take them out.
So what this does is it makes a tight weave of the whole process, of the guy who sees it, the guy who captures it, to the guy who has to analyze it, to the people up the chain who have to form tactics and strategies based on what has happened.
Of course, no matter how advanced sniper equipment becomes, it is crucial that every sniper master and maintain the basic skills, because all technology can fail.
Technology is always great to enhance your skills, but not to replace any.
A lot of times the individual soldier become dependent on that equipment, and if that equipment should become damaged or should become inoperative in any way, then you have to revert back to the basic skills.
I've had lots of situations where it got too hot in Iraq, the sun was too bright, and the sand was making my laser rangefinder not work at all. I wasn't getting any kind of good readings.
A little wind meter is great for reading wind at your location, but it's not going to give you the wind, halfway to 2/3 of the way to the target, which is where we tell you that wind has the greatest effect on your bullet before it reaches the target.
I'm an old school sniper. We didn't have all the cool laser range finders and all that good stuff that we've got out now. But from the time I was a sniper, we relied, on the skills you learn here in sniper school. A lot of these new high-speed technologies that we're using, I think, is going to really benefit the soldier out there as a sniper. They'll be able to see things further faster and get data quicker. But we still need to teach them the basic skills.
-3.5.
Otherwise, if that stuff runs on batteries and satellite and everything else, if it goes down, they need to know how to snap back to using those binos, or just using the basic skills they learned here at sniper school.
All right.
To stay proficient on the basics, the sniper school instructors hold periodic competitions amongst themselves. Today, the instructors are setting up a complex battlefield scenario depicting the intense circumstance of repelling a large-scale attack.
Send it.
A sniper's role when he is called in to defend a position is to eliminate as many key enemy personnel as quickly as possible.
It's limited visibility. This is right now at about 200 meters. We have another one set up in front of that truck right there. You should see in the bush. It's a little bit more realistic. Most of the time on unknown distance ranges, you have targets that are fully exposed. In reality, a lot of times you're going to have partially exposed targets.
All right, what we're going to do today, we're going to do target detection shoot. Basically, we're going to lay down, it's going to be a competition for us instructors. We'll partner up. Once we get partnered up, then we're going to lay down with our guns. No dope on the guns at all, no dope on the range. Whoever has the fastest time with the least amount of rounds is the winner for the day.
These instructors have varying degrees of experience working with each other in sniper-spotter teams. But the fundamentals of their training take over and help them work efficiently as a team to detect and take out targets.
We went out there with no dope on the gun, no dope on the range. It was a new range to us. We chose the SAS because everybody else was using the M24, and the targets were no further than 400 meters, and that's kind of what this weapon was made for, closer range targets.
Send them.
Ready?
Ready. Nailed it.
Go to the next target.
Nailed it. We're getting to the next target.
All right, next target is off to the left.
Target takes the key element of the sniper teams working together. One thing that sniper teams have to do is establish an effective dialogue.
Elevation.
Elevation, set it at 2 even.
The ability to communicate effectively and consistently in a short period of time.
175.
All right.
I'm gonna say 175 at negative 3.4.
The spotter would just tell me where I should hold my crosshairs, depending on the distance and the wind. You know, if it's at 250 meters, he'll say hold 0.5 mils high, right shoulder.
You're gonna go 1 tree, 2 trees, 3 trees, 4 trees, 5 trees to the right. You're gonna see a white man-type target with the hostage on the left-hand side.
Russian way, huh? Shoot to the hostage.
Come up 6 mils. Next target. Okay, eyes on.
Eyes on it.
Yep.
Elevation. Elevation 3+2. Send one ready.
Send it.
After all the teams have fired their rounds, it is the highly experienced team of Sergeant First Class Artman and Staff Sergeant Brady who eliminated their targets in the fastest time and have won the instructor challenge. Their prize is a slap on the back and the knowledge that they are better prepared to return to the front lines when that day comes.